Hey there everyone, this is Aaron Spalsbury at 3X Logic. Today I'm going to show you a really neat feature of the VIGIL client software, and this is actually how you can do synchronized playback and even multi-screen playback within the VIGIL client software. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and come up here and click on the search button. This is some searching that I had done here earlier, but of course you've probably seen this in some of our other videos. It's just a matter of putting in your date, time, hit search here in the upper left hand corner, and you're going to get these visual results here. So from here I've got a couple of options. You will notice I do have a load all button. Now if I click this, it will load up to 16 cameras at one time within a playback screen. There's a couple of ways that you can do this. If you're familiar with a kind of a basic Windows command, you can hold down the control button and click on a few cameras if you want to do it that way. Of course, if you want to change your selection, just click in the white area here and it will unselect those. Or you can click in the white area, hold the mouse down, and draw a box over the ones that you want to look at. Needless to say, either one of these ways work just fine, whatever you're more familiar with. Now, you will notice I now have a new button and it's labeled load selected. Now all that of course is going to be these first 4 cameras that I'm wanting to go back and do some playback on. So I'll go ahead and click this button. It's now going to jump out, grab all 4 of these cameras and bring them back to me here in a multi-screen format. Again, you can do up to 16 of these. I've just done 4 for simplicity of the demo here. But you'll notice under each one of these camera screens I have individual playback controls. Each one of these are independent from each other. Just to add a little bit more to this description, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you see these little yellow blinking bars? Well, that is where I'm currently queued up for each one of these videos. And you'll notice these are all not time aligned. These are all independent of each other, as well as you being able to see this from the description of underneath each one of these cameras. This one's at 10:59, this one's at 10:58, etc., so on and so forth. Now, I have these independent playback controls to where I can come in here, I can click play, I can watch these independently from each other. Well, that's all well and good, but what if we want to look at all of them aligned together? Maybe we want to have half of them aligned, whatever we want to do. Well, on the left side of each one of these screens, you have this neat little button, kind of looks like a clock with some arrows coming around it. Well, that is the synchronized playback. So if I click this guy, it's going to put that one into synchronized, and of course all the other cameras will follow suit. But we actually can take this even a step further. If you right-click on this, you'll notice you can sync all of them and set it to this particular camera's timestamp, or just sync all of them together, unsync them all, unsync just this one. There's really kind of just a tremendous amount of options as far as we want to do here. But let me show you something that's kind of neat. I'm going to go ahead and select Sync All Playback. Now when I do this, all of those little playback controls we had, the play button, the fast forward, etc., all of those are now gone. We've gone to one global one at the bottom of the screen here. So of course if I come down here and I hit play on this, you'll notice this one in the bottom right hand corner hasn't started playing yet, but of course once it does catch up to that particular movement, it will start automatically playing for you in time alignment. Now you remember those little yellow bars we were looking at a minute ago that were all independent, one on each one of these? Well, now notice we do have one solid one as all of these videos are playing time aligned all together. So let's say for instance, oh, maybe this person here in the upper right hand corner is something that we are concerned with, right? So I'm just going to come down here, I'll click pause, and I want to leave her on the screen while I continue to play the rest of the video. So I'm going to come in here, right click, and I'm going to unsync just this one. I now have independent control of just this one window. The other 3 are still time aligned, still synced together. I'll come down here, hit play, and of course the other 3 will continue playing right along. So lots and lots of options within the client software here, but that button is right there off to the left hand side, real easy to control. Just simply right click on it, you get all of these options. If you do left click on it, it immediately syncs it. Really some neat stuff that you can do within the playback software here. That's essentially all there is to doing multi-synced playback. This has been Aaron at 3X Logic. We'll see you on the next one.